'Cause I want it now. 'Cause I want it now.
That's very Angels and Airwaves sound.
It is. It's very whiny Tom. Welcome back to Asinine Radio, a weekly podcast where we talk about music, and, well, that's pretty much it. So, let's go!
This is Asinine Radio. This is the weekly music podcast where every week we get into a different band, different artist, and we break down one of their records. We get into the music, the lyrics, how it was made, the artwork, and everything in between. My name is Tyler, and way out there, hundreds of miles away, is Jeff. While you're listening, go to Spotify, Apple Podcasts, give us 5 stars, and 5 stars only. All the social media is at Asinine Radio. And now that I have the boring intro out of the way, let's just jump right into this. We are clearly doing the Muse record, Absolution, their third record. And with that being said, let's get into our origin story with the band Muse. So what do you got, Jeff? Go.
My origin story is just this album. Like, Time Is Running Out was a massive hit, right? And
Oh, yeah.
Hysteria was huge, and these songs were big, and I didn't really care for it back then either. I wasn't like a huge Muse guy. I don't know, and just moving forward, like I've never really cared for this band. I just never have. And this week, I've enjoyed Muse more this week than in my entirety beforehand. So I will
to the point where you would buy some of their records on vinyl.
I would for sure buy. I was looking at one of them today, but yeah, I would and like buy. Like, I just essentially just wait till it comes in the store and freak out about it. But one for sure, Origin and Symmetry, that's easy money. Easy money. That's an unpurgeable one. I fucking love that record. Showbiz.
Origins, I always see Origin of Symmetry. I always see it on the Wild.
I'm just waiting. I'm waiting for it to come in. And the Showbiz,
Yeah,
I would keep. I would probably purge it at some point. But dude, both of those records are pretty good. Pretty good. But
and you get
Absolution
Absolution and everything.
Definitely my introduction to the band. And then Black Holes was like, okay, I'm done. So that's all. Yeah, it really was like once like I liked Nights of Sidonia when it came out. This is like post high school, and then Starlight. I was like, nah, I'm good. I'm good. And then some girl, so like at FJC, Fulton Junior College, some girl loved Muse, and her favorite song was Starlight. And I remember like I was like trying to talk to her for a while, and like I kept asking her out. She's like, oh, I don't know, I'm kind of busy, and I was like, oh my god, dude, whatever. And then like she told me her favorite band was Muse, and then that's when I tried to like listen to them a little bit more. And she showed me her favorite song was Starlight, and I was like, dude, I just can't do it. I don't even care anymore.
Do I know this person?
No. I think,
okay.
Honestly, it's funny because I think Tammy knows her.
Oh, really? Okay.
Or knew her. She has like I don't want to say like a weird name, but she has like a Middle Eastern-y name that I don't remember what it was, but it was weird and something I've never heard before. And I said it to Tammy one time, and she's like, oh yeah, I think I know her. I was like, what the fuck?
Tammy knows everybody. It's weird.
Yeah.
She knows a lot of people that went to our high school and shit.
Dude, I don't get it.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, that's your origin story. Mine is the same. It was Time Is Running Out from the Absolution record. The first time I heard it, I just loved that song. I listened to it so goddamn much. It was always on my mixed CDs because at the time we didn't have iPods. They were just burn mixed CDs, so it was always on those. And then yeah, the record came out. I got this on CD, and I would just listen to it all the time. Love some of the songs are just some of them are just beyond bangers. They really are. They're so goddamn good. There's no stinkers on this record, but there are definitely a lot of bangers. Definitely a lot of bangers. So that's my origin story. Also my first impressions on the Absolution album. So
okay,
I guess yeah. What are your first impressions then?
I thought I was gonna like this more because of the singles. I thought this would be a little bit higher for me. Yeah. It's not. I have stinkers. I for sure have stinkers. I have songs that squeak by off the hair of their chinny chin chin. But I have some absolute stinkers here for sure.
Oh, that's something I haven't heard in a long time.
Not my hair, but chinny chin chin.
Also, yeah, I forgot to mention too, we're in the middle of Britland season. So,
Yeah.
3 weeks of Britland bands. We're going to round it out next week with some Radiohead with friend of the pod Skip. So that'll be fun too. But yeah, Muse. Some might say the bastard child of, or the little brother of Radiohead.
Dude, there's a lot of Radiohead overall on Muse, especially in the beginning, and then on this album too. There's a lot of Radiohead here, but
I think I don't think it's a super fair comparison because Muse is just such a heavier band than Radiohead, and they're not so far up their own asses like fucking like Tom York is.
Well, I think
I like Radiohead. I do like Radiohead.
I don't think Radiohead's up their own ass. I think Radiohead likes to have fun and enjoy themselves, and they're just exponentially better songwriters in every way, shape, and form. But I think Matt's up his own ass for sure.
I don't think as much as Tom York. I don't think so. Well, I think you and some people who are going to be on the podcast have their York goggles on, have their Britlander goggles on,
or YGs on,
their YGs on.
Oh, I will say though, if we're doing like a comparison, like back to back, my favorite Coldplay versus or the album of the week Coldplay, album of the week Muse, I choose Rush of Blood to the Head over this.
No, you don't.
I do.
You're so fucking dumb.
I do.
No, you don't.
I do. I do.
Let's just end the podcast.
If I could, if I had an option, if I'm on a desert island and I can only choose one of these two albums, either that one or this one, I would choose the Coldplay album. Now I would choose.
You're lying. You're fucking lying.
I'm not lying. I'm dead fucking serious.
So you would rate this. So you would rate this below a 2. Absolution.
If you don't, are we wrapping it up?
No, we might as well now because you might as well now because you're just saying so many stupid fucking things.
I would take Origin of Symmetry over Rush. I would take Showbiz over Rush of Blood. Absolutely. Any of the fucking week. I'd take Black Holes. But not Absolution. No. Because there's stinkers here. I have 4 stinkers.
And fucking Rush of Blood to the Head is full of stinkers. Almost all those songs are stinkers.
We had no stinkers actually.
Because we were being nice. We were being nice about it.
But I like some of those songs. And I have the same amount of bangers on Rush as I do on this one.
That's stupid. That's fucking
just saying.
Even Skip won't agree with you on this.
I'm just saying. Cosmo of the Season is all I can do. That's all I can do.
My God. That's just fucking dumb.
Okay.
Anyway. Dude, why are we doing this episode? Let's just skip this week.
I'm curious to see. Let's get through these stinkers, right?
Yeah. What stinkers do you have? And let's
you want to just go from the top? We'll just go.
Yeah. Let's run through these so I can mark them all red.
So the first stinker, obviously, is Sing for Absolution.
Obviously, get the fuck out of here.
Obviously a stinker, right?
That's my 7B.
That's well, you're a ballad man after Alkaline Trio episode, so I get it, dude. This is a brutal ballad. This was slow. It just drudged along. It doesn't do a whole lot to keep me from falling asleep. And again, putting Matt in the front with those fucking vibrato vocals, dude. You trying to piss me off because that's what you're doing. This song straight sucks. Here's my.
This is a ballad, of course.
Here's my objective, people that write review. Here's my objective, one-line review. This song straight sucks. That's my mid-30s objective review. This song straight sucks.
That is a sentence.
Straight up, this song is a stinker.
I disagree with you on this one. I think this is a good ballad. Yes, it's a ballad, and neither of us are really big on ballads, but this is a good ballad. It's way better than any of the fucking songs off of A Rush of Blood to the Head.
You think this song is better than every single song? Oh, God.
It's even better than Clocks, yeah. I think Clocks is a good song. And this is better than Clocks.
Now we're just being a little crazy. Crazy. That's okay
not
though.
At all.
That's okay though. We probably fell down
because Matt does a good some of his vocals I don't really like because it does get a little bit too falsetto-y. It can be just too much vibrato. It can get kind of obnoxious. But here he does the kind of ethereal thing, and I feel like it works really, really well. The chorus is huge. It has this big soundscape, this soaring sound to it. I think this is a really good song, texturally too. There's a lot going on in this song. So for you to completely discount
there's nothing going on in this song compared to things that actually have things going on for it. Compared to songs where they are layering and having subtle textures. This is fucking stupid. This is a dumb filler ballad. I mean, come on, coming off of Time Is Running Out in between that and Stockholm Syndrome, like this is an obvious stinker.
No, it's not a stinker. And also, talking about sequencing of this record, I think this album is sequenced really, really nice. Really, really nice. The ups and downs of it, I think it's great. I think putting this between Time Is Running Out and then Stockholm Syndrome, which is arguably one of the heavier songs they've done, I think the sequencing is fantastic, and this is a great place for it.
How about this? My biggest issue with the sequencing here is like the last 4 songs. Fucking boring, right? Like the same fucking song 4 times.
Outside of one song, there's one like toward the end. What is it? The
Endlessly. That's
Thoughts
a
of a Dying. Well, no, Endlessly is my 9B, but Thoughts of a Dying Atheist is the one standout track toward the end for sure. This is definitely a top heavy record, but it's not to say the end of the record's bad. It's just like the first part of it is so goddamn good.
No, I said that the last half of this record is bad.
That's wrong.
Starting at track 9, you can just get rid of 9 and above. So 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
Mind you, we could also cut out the intro and the interlude because it's 2 minutes of just nothing.
There are 15 songs? There's only 14 songs.
Yeah, there's 15.
What song am I missing here?
Wait, no, is there? I don't know.
Yeah, there's 14 songs, baby boy. Damn, it just seems like there's 15 because these songs are so fucking long. I get it.
It's not that long. It's 53 minutes, 54 minutes. I mean, it's long, generally speaking, but we're looking at fucking Coldplay that we did last week. Those albums were like over an hour.
Dude, I will say, like, the Coldplay listen through was brutal. It was just like, it's the same fucking album still? Like, what is going on here?
Even breaking down the album of the week last week was fucking tough, man.
They have nothing to say. There. The only way I knew the Coldplay album like ended is that Spotify would play like another like indie rock. They played the Strokes or the Hive or something like that. I'm like, oh, okay, that album is over now.
You don't have it on the auto loop, the album loop?
I didn't know that was a thing. Like you play the album again after it's over?
Yeah, it just loops the album, yeah.
No, that's annoying.
Well, I mean, at least you know when the album's done and you're not having to listen to Edema every fucking
hour. Oh my God, the new metal season. What did Spotify do that for? Why did it do that all the time? It was so annoying. I never know why it does that. But yeah, dude, Sing for Absolution. That is a stinky stinker. And it's interesting because this is like my favorite song lyrically.
Really? Okay.
I fucking love this. Like? Because it's supposed to like read as a love letter to a dead lover, right? And that's pretty heavy shit. And honestly, like that's a solid concept to write. And the idea of feeling guilt for the death of someone and asking that person like posthumously for forgiveness, that's a very heavy and very dark concept. And I think like Matt pulled it off like flawlessly. I felt, I laughed, I cried, I felt.
Well, you didn't cry. I know that.
I cried because the song's stinker, but damn, this song sucks, dude. This song sucks. This song straight sucks.
Now, I was kind of excited to get into the lyrics because, reading about the themes of some of the other records and even, some of the other records, I thought, okay, there's going to be some cool things here. But I mean, I thought the lyrics were pretty basic, pretty straightforward. There's actually not a lot of lyrics. I thought the songs were, because the songs are they tend to be a little bit longer, but I think it's just he draws out the words when he sings. So it seems like there's more words, but there's really not. I was in the end, I was just a little bit disappointed with the lyrics.
I wasn't disappointed. I thought they were fine. I didn't expect like big things from this kid. They're fine.
You're so annoying.
What? I didn't. I thought this was going to be garbage, and it's pretty close to it, but it's not bad.
All right. So you got Sing for Absolution. Endlessly, I know you don't want to talk about. So I already, struck those out.
Unless you have like notes for Endlessly that you need to get off your chest.
No. I mean, it's a lower tier banger. Really, my lower tier, I'm fine talking about my top 6 at this point. So bottom tier would be, Falling Away from Me from Korn.
Away.
Fury, Ruled by Secrecy, Butterflies and Hurricanes, and Blackout. Those are my bottom ones. So I'm fine not talking about those.
Okay.
But definitely the first half of the record, for sure we got to talk about. In those singles too, the singles are so iconic. They're so goddamn good. They're amazing.
But you have no stinkers though. That's you're sticking.
No,
with
I
that.
don't have any stinkers. Yeah, I have no stinkers because like I said, I think everything is sequenced so well to where it never gets dull. Yeah, there are like quieter songs, and that's fine. That it adds dynamic to the entire record. I don't think there's ever a dull moment on the record at all. I really, really don't.
See, I think so. Like Blackout,
but yeah.
That's a stinker for me. Blackout's a stinker, and everything after that, I think is boring. I think is a.
I mean, Blackout is my least favorite song for sure.
Dude, that's a stinker. That song is the exact type of song that I figured would follow Hysteria. That's what it is. Right? And Hysteria is my 2B. So like, how do you follow Hysteria? And if you think like, how can I formulate a song that will follow Hysteria? It's either got to be better or it has to be Blackout. And they chose Blackout. That's okay.
Blackout.
That's fine. I'm not mad. Just disappointed. Everything else after that, Butterfly, Small Print, even Thoughts, and Ruled by Secrecy, which is a fine closer, but that's just typical Muse filler. That's what those songs are.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. We could all be wrong sometimes.
So I'm just gonna highlight those red.
But I think it's also kind of unfair to take the songs out individually and name them as stinkers because, like I said, it's a matter of sequencing and the highs and lows of the record.
Dude,
So
they suck.
No, well,
straight up. Like if they're not good, they're not good. Sing for Absolution. What did I say? This song straight sucks.
No, it does not. Straight
that's my one sentence review.
Okay. So exhausting.
So those are all my stinkers and everything that I just don't give a shit about this album for. So let's get into more positive lights, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
So what do you got? What's your biggest banger then?
Time is running out.
Really?
That's my 1B. Absolutely.
Wow. Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay. That's my 2B.
What's your 1B?
Stockholm.
Oh God.
Dude, shut the fuck up.
That's not even a banger for me. Not even a banger. Not even a banger. No.
Are you really being serious?
I'm being serious. I have three.
You
three
are the
bangers.
dumbest person I've ever known in my whole life.
Yeah, I have 3 bangers.
You're so dumb.
What do you want to do first? Do you want to do why you're wrong
seriously
about
don't like Stockholm,
or do you want to do Time is Running Out?
No, let's do Stockholm. Get the negative Nancy shit out of here. Let's do this. What do you pretend to hate about this song?
Okay,
you're fucking dumb. You're so stupid.
It's not a stinker. It's just an okay song. The song's
dude, this
fun.
is the best song they've ever put out. This is the best song they've ever put out.
Hold on there, dude. So here's what we got going on. Right, this is a very Queens of the Stone Age intro here. It's just toned down to not be as exciting.
Did we listen to the same record?
It's still fun, but this song loses all its power right away by bleeding into the most generic like vocal performance of all time. The instrumentals underneath the melody are pretty cool and do some interesting things by either scaling up or scaling down. That's cute. I get it. And then we get that chorus like vocal effect, and that's just what we fucking need is more Matt. It also gets to the point where I'm just like, dude, what the fuck are you even doing? Why are you doing that? Like, why do you always have to be the way that you are? And that's what, oh my God, that's what like really fucking irritates me. But like these little riffs though, transitioning into the second verse, dude, those are so fast. They're so heavy. They're so aggressive, but the 3 seconds. And that's all we get of it. And then it's like, I don't know, dude. It's just whatever. And if it wasn't for the solo or instrumental bridge thing that the song had, this song would be unlistenable for me. Unlistenable.
Are you fucking serious?
This was a stinker, but because of that instrumental bridge part, it bumped up to okay.
When did you fall down and hit your head?
This song is nothing to write home about at all.
No, you're totally fucking wrong.
This is like generic Muse, like to the max.
No, it's not, dude. That guitar riff is so fucking killer. It's such a cool riff. It's so unique. On top of that, also when it drops into that, dude, just the swinginess of Dominic's or Dom, I don't know what you want to call him, Dom's drumming too. It's so goddamn fucking swingy when everything drops in there after that initial riff, and then it drops into that chorus, and he's just kind of going kind of crazy over the toms and the snare. The tom snare and all that kind of shit. And then I think Matt's voice sounds really good. It sounds really good during the verse. And normally the half timing of a chorus can be kind of annoying, but they make it fucking work. They make it pretty unique in this song. And then it drops right back into that verse too. Like nothing. Like you mentioned, the transitions are fucking incredible on this song.
They are.
And then the bridge,
cool.
the bridge is just the way he plays that riff, like he does like the little harmonic thing too during that bridge. Oh my god!
But why is the bridge cool? Why is the bridge so great? Because Matt shuts the fuck up. That's why it's so great. Tell me I'm wrong.
Still, the rest of the song is so goddamn good. No, I like Matt. Okay, you have this huge issue with his voice.
He's so annoying. His voice.
I like it. I don't think there's anything wrong with it.
I don't like any singer that does that. I cannot stand that vibrato thing. It's just so fucking annoying.
Mr. fucking Tom York cocksucker over here. Get the fuck out of here.
I get it. You can sing better than me. I get it. And talk about like a band. We'll get into it when we do the Radiohead episode. But talk about a band that like knows how to fucking play their instruments and knows how to write a song. Like,
oh my god,
dude! Even the Radiohead's worst album is still exponentially better than this. Not even fucking close.
Dude, these are all like really good musicians. They're good musicians.
But these guys don't know how to write them to Radiohead.
Songs. Like that's your issue is that all you do is compare Muse to Radiohead.
I didn't do it. You just did it. You just brought up Tom York. I didn't do it. You did it.
Because I know what you're doing. I know what you're thinking. And this is what Skip's gonna do next week. All he's gonna do is talk shit about fucking Muse and the whole comparison. And it's just
like the only person doing
it. Because I know what you guys are doing. I know what you guys are provoking me. You guys are provoking me. I'm just mad.
You literally sound like what I normally sound like whenever you get mad or whenever I get mad at something that you say. This is what it's like now.
I just don't understand why you don't like it doesn't make sense why you don't like the song. It's just fucking stupid that you don't like it.
Because you've been duped. There's no excuse. You got duped.
There's no excuse.
It's fine. I get duped.
You fell down and hit your head. That's fine.
Remember that Conan thing with the Spider-Man? Like I got duped. You got duped with this.
No.
You got duped.
You got duped pretty bad by that Spider-Man bit.
Just saying. See. We all get duped sometimes.
I don't get duped. I've never been duped. We've even talked about this. I don't get duped. Anyway, you're just so fucking dumb.
Okay.
For thinking this is like almost a stinker. This is seriously one of the best songs they've ever put, or the best song they've ever put out.
Okay, that's those are words.
I'm
exhausted.
Out of your mouth. I'm exhausted. God damn, dude. And like I said, what's gonna piss me off next week? All this shit talking you're doing about Matt's fucking voice. You're going to be fucking, he's such an amazing vocalist and he does all this shit. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, shut the fuck up. Both of you guys, you and Skip. Shut the fuck up.
So many different like things just like came out of your mouth right there.
I'm just mad. I'm so mad.
I don't even know what even to like gravitate towards first.
I'm so mad about it.
And you can always tell like how mad somebody is because they have like thoughts and they have arguments and then they end
up just like repeating myself too.
like that ending right there was just like how it's just pure frustration right there. That's good.
It's frustration, and when I'm repeating myself like this, it just means that you're so dumb. Because I'm flabbergasted at how stupid you are.
I really don't. I'm
going to cyberbully Skip like crazy on this episode. I don't care.
You know he's taking notes, and he's just gonna fucking railroad you when we get into the episode next week. So that's
he's gonna have like a whole essay written about like how I am wrong.
That's okay. Maybe he likes Muse. I don't know. I don't think so, but
no, he hates Muse. He fucking hates him.
Everybody should.
Anyway, shut up. Get out.
I honestly don't think Stockholm Syndrome is a good song. I just don't.
You're fucking dumb. That's why.
I don't.
Anyway, I'm mad. So let's move on to something more posy.
Okay.
What do you get? Time is running out. That's your favorite one. That's my 2B. What do you got on this one?
This song is fucking amazing. This song is great. It's iconic. That bass line, like, come on, bro. It is.
Oh yeah, it's a fucking incredible bass line. Like that synthy kind of.
It's triple layer
that he has on it,
right? Because he ran his bass through 3 amps, 2 distorted, 1 clean, and then just combined them all together, and then we got like this. And it was just, it's nasty. And he did it like throughout their career, and it got more refined, and he tweaked it here and there. But like, here's where we first like saw like a nice, like deep, rich texture from the band. And that drum sound, dude, that's Saint Anger done right. Sound. That is Saint Anger done right. Right?
That snare sounds so good. No, I love the sound of the snare on this one.
It's so cool. But here's where this part, like, here's where I think, like, damn, dude, you guys like are good musicians, but you're still not like legendary yet. That build up to the chorus, like, that's weak. Yeah. That is weak,
really?
Childish bullshit. That's weak, dude.
I love it.
That's like, fuck, I don't know how to like transition right. So let's just do that little
no, but it's more than that. It's more than that because
it's not,
because you get the verse with the big thick sounding bass, And then it goes into the pre-chorus has two parts. So the first part of the pre-chorus, it's him like note matching with the piano, like the single keys, the single notes. Yeah, and then there's that very, very quick build with the drums. Like it's not even that long. It's not like Tool or anything. That's good.
I just know whenever we try to whenever we've ever played music and we couldn't figure out how to transition between parts, this is what musicians like default to. It's like, let's just build up like that. That's fine.
Yeah, but it doesn't mean it's bad. It doesn't mean it's bad, especially
it doesn't mean it's bad. I never said it was bad. I'm just saying this is what separates.
But you're saying it in a negative way.
Hold on there, dude. I said this is what separates like good musicians from like legendary musicians.
Oh my god.
And like I even said these guys are good. Not legendary though.
But then you gotta like do this backhanded compliment shit
because it's good.
I know what you're doing. You really want to hate this band. That's like your goal in life is to hate this band for no fucking reason.
I love two of their albums. One of them I'm going to start searching for on the vinyls because I want to listen to it here, and I want to listen to it on the vinyls because hopefully it was mastered correctly and it's going to sound great in my system. So I want to hear all the nuance, all those layers. Because they do put a lot of time into like the way they record their things, not just like how they record it. And it's cool, and I appreciate it. I just like time is running out, dude. That's an iconic bass line. It's fucking amazing.
I also love, like I guess you would call it the post chorus, where it's the big heavy tommets and then the snare, the doom doom gat doom doom gat. It's such a simple beat. But it works for the song so well, and it adds so much depth to the whole song. I really like Dominic's drumming. I think he's a really good drummer, but he is a left-handed drummer. Have you ever watched their live videos?
No.
It's hard to watch a left-handed drummer sometimes. Like it confuses me. It just seems kind of weird. No offense to left-handed people, but I don't know. It just totally throws me off watching a left-handed drummer.
Is that a thing? Like we have to say no offense to left-handed people?
I guess. I don't know. Maybe I'm just being too polite.
Because I people coming into the record store, being a left-handed drummer, but playing on a right-handed kit, but playing open, that's still...
that's still weird too. I don't like that.
That's how Feldy plays. Feldy plays open.
Who?
John Feldman. When he plays the drums, he plays like open hand.
John Feldman?
Cross. Yeah.
John Feldman's not a drummer.
You never seen him play drums?
Wait.
Yes,
what?
from Goldfinger. John Feldman. You never seen? He's a good drummer.
The singer from Goldfinger.
Yes.
I've never ever seen him play the drums.
Oh
no, I had no idea. Are you being serious?
I'm being dead serious.
I've never ever seen him play drums. No.
Okay, well, I'm telling you that he does play drums. I feel like anybody in a fucking band plays drums in some capacity. But yes, John Feldman does play drums. He has played for other bands. Like he comes out and like, oh hey, I'm John Feldman, and then you have a little fucking suit and tie and shit. But he plays open, yeah.
I did not know that. But he plays a right-handed guitar.
Because
he plays right-handed on guitar, which is weird. I think that's even weirder when you play a right-handed guitar, but then you play open like that on a right-handed kit. That's weird.
I think it's just about like, I don't know what your dominant hand. What is that dominant hand doing? Right on a right-handed thing, if you're right-handed playing the drums, your right hand is hitting the hi-hats, but it's also kind of like doing like the rolls as it goes left to right.
Because it's the busier hand.
But that's
like
the same
busier
thing.
Hand's going to be
you're
the
playing
dominant hand.
On a right-handed kit open, your left hand is still hitting that hi-hat, but now your right hand and your left hand has to kind of like work in unison to go back and forth. But I don't know, like when I play pool, I shoot with what people say my left hand is, and Renee kicks with her left foot.
What, really?
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh.
So that's weird.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
But I get it. For me, it trips me out when people play open. I don't like it. It just bothers me. It's just I don't like it. Don't do it.
Yeah, but Dominic actually plays left-handed, so like everything is to the left. So the hi-hat is not to is to his right. Does that make sense?
So like just as we're talking now,
the entire kit is
no, I get
on
it.
the
I get it.
side.
But like as we're talking right now, play. As I'm saying this, just like situate yourself. And then play a left-handed drum set, but play open, and it feels normal. Like you can, you know what I mean. You're still hitting the hi-hat with your right hand, and everything's kind of like normal. You know what I mean? It feels more natural. So just imagine what it's like to be left-handed, and then you're playing a right-handed drum kit, but you're playing open. It should feel natural, right?
You would think so, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what those people think. Those fucking left-handed people. It just doesn't make any sense to me. Honestly, it doesn't make any sense to me. Like it's like I've always. I mean, I'm just not getting too far into like the psyche of left-handed people, but children like mimic what they see, and when you see somebody like constantly picking up a pencil with their right hand, right? Like, why would you choose your left hand? You know what I mean? It's fucking weird. True. It's so like bizarre to me. It's just so, I don't know, fascinating. Like, why? But like as a toddler though, like, do they pick up their milk when they're drinking out of their sippy cups? Like, they pick it up with their left hand already? And then if somebody is like, are you pre-programmed to be left-handed? So if you see a toddler like pick up like milk shit with their left hand, do you just like tie it behind their back and then they're forced to use their right hand, therefore they're right-handed?
I think they're pre-programmed to do it, but it's not to say they can't learn with their right hand because people are ambidextrous. Ambidextrous. Wait, is that the...
Ambidextrous,
right?
Yes.
Ambidextrous.
Yeah.
I have a hard time saying this word.
Well, that's okay. Damn. Pod talk.
Yeah, it's tough.
It's a cool concept. I like it.
All right. What I don't even know.
Well,
I can't even speak. I'm all over the place.
You're just so mad that Muse is not that great.
I don't think they're like a perfect band. I really don't think they're a perfect band. They definitely have duds. They really do.
I got duds in this album.
Shut up.
That's just a rebuttal. Shut up.
The worst
this song
improv
straight
ever.
Sucks. Shut up. Like Michael Scott over here doing the improv. Honestly, every other transition in this song is absolute money. And they do like transitions really well. It was just that one transition was like, to me, I felt like they didn't know what to do. They didn't know how to bridge the two, and therefore they defaulted to the most generic transition that all musicians kind of like do. And it's just that dun 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 dun, that basic crescendo. It's like, come on, man, come on.
All right, so lyrically, what do you have on this one?
No, I want to keep like bashing on that fucking transition because that's all they really care
Why?
about.
It's getting dull now. It's getting dull at this point.
That's okay. That's all right.
I mean, it's not even a long trend. Like it's not. They don't overdo it. It's not like a Tool song, where he's playing that same fucking beat for 2 minutes. It's quick. It's good.
All right, so getting the lyrics and stuff, and just like the way he sings, I like the way he sings on this one. I think it's just so sexy, it's so smooth, it's so good, right? I think I'm drowning, asphyxiated. Like that's like, I don't know, man. That's some like boy band shit or something like that. I really like that.
It really
that was cool.
Oh my god!
Like just the little whispering and stuff. Like that's cool, man. I like that. That's
and
cool,
the way he kind of like he goes. It's very that is very boy bandy. It's
wow. What Adam Levine like tries to do, but he can never do it this good.
But he sounds like Kermit the Frog instead.
Yeah.
I can't stand his voice. I can't stand Adam.
No, he tries to do this right, and like Matt's doing it just kind of like flawlessly. Like this is like Matt's secondary kind of voice, and it's good. I like it a lot.
Yeah.
I want to play the game. I want the friction. And the you part. You will me. Oh, it's good.
Yeah, he turns on that falsetto a little bit.
It's so goofy. And it's only for 2 lines. And then it gets into the very end. Like, ugh.
It's a good build, man. It's a good build.
It's a basic
and the
build.
big soaring chorus, too.
That's a triple B right there. That's a basic bitch build right there.
Basic bitch build. Wow. That's something. That is something.
That's whatever, dude. I don't know.
I don't know. Jerry, lyrically, I think it's as simple as the end of a relationship. He knows it's destroying like his own mental state, but he just can't break it off with the person, with the girl. That's what I think the song's about.
Yeah, no, it was superficial.
Yeah, like most of the lyrics. I think there were some songs where people were trying to say, it's something more, something deeper, and it's just I don't see it. There's not a lot written. There's not a lot here with the lyrics. So he doesn't say anything.
Well, they're very
upfront. A lot of shit.
They're very like superficial. It's like what I'm saying. I think I'm drowning. Right? It means he's drowning, not literally, but figuratively. And you can't get more obvious figuratively than that.
Yeah,
that's
true.
Fine. It's good.
Yeah, you're right. Also, you mentioned how Chris recorded the bass, with the the 3 different amps and everything like that. So what I thought was cool about this record is that they recorded the entire thing they recorded the entire thing live in a room together, and then they did the overdubs after the fact. And I think that's just so cool. Like in 2003, they were still doing this kind of stuff. Like that's very 70s, some 90s too. But yeah, it's just in 2003 to have them do something like that, I thought that was super rad when they didn't have to do it. And it just shows how for a 3-piece and how locked in you have to be as a 3-piece to make it sound this good. Honestly, I think it sounds fantastic. The production and the mix on this record, I think it's fantastic. For how nuanced it is and how layered parts of this record is, I think they did just a great fucking job.
There's a lot of parts on here that I do commend. I think they did a fantastic job, like you said, production wise. Just the songs don't always follow.
Fantastic.
But it does sound
good. The drum tones they got from Dominic too are just fantastic. Like you mentioned, like this is how you do the Saint Anger snare. Like it's perfectly balanced in the mix. It sounds fucking great.
Because this snare does sound like that snare tone in Saint Anger. It's just toned down and not fucking annoying.
It doesn't ring out for as long either. It's a much tighter, I want to say more compressed drum tone too, or snare tone. But anyway. 0-2. All right. Do we have anything else on Time Is Running Out?
No, that's it. That's all.
That's it. All right. So what's your 2B?
Hysteria.
That's my 5B. Actually, no, that's my 4B. Take it back.
Let's make your 3B. Make your 2B.
Nah. It's my 4B. So what do you got on this one?
All right. So again, we gotta talk about the bass line, right?
Yeah. So
and again, that's we're being the Chris's. Good bass players are named Chris's, right? Like again, we talked about it. But then I was reading on the Geniuses that somebody had said that Music Radar had done a poll and this was the best bass riff of all time, which immediately irritated me, right? So I went on Google. I could find nothing of that, and Music Radar does have like a best bass riff of all time article, and this is not number 1, as it should not be. That's just fucking that's stupid. So somebody wrote that in there, and it did not get snoped. So
no citation, nothing like
no
that.
citation like that.
I did see that same exact thing. I didn't bother looking it up because it just pissed me off or irritated me. But it
like
said that it
good
beat
fucking bass line.
Yeah, no, it's great bass line.
YYZ.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Yeah, I beat YYZ, but from Rush.
Fuck out of here.
That's just fucking.
It's a
stupid.
good fucking bass line. Like, don't get me wrong, it is a good bass line, but come on.
But YYZ, yeah, it's a
Fuck
way better fucking bass line, better song too.
Yes,
I do love Hysteria.
Hysteria's good.
I do like this song.
Can you hear the dogs?
I can, yeah.
Oh,
Screaming away.
Screaming away. Yeah, I don't know. Love that riffage.
So I mean, he starts out with that bass line, and then you hear, and then that kind of that guitar part. It's not a slide guitar, but he's like slowly, just like going higher on the neck, and it's so cheesy, and then it drops into the fucking song. That guitar lead too is fucking solid. Love that guitar lead.
Here's my because you like when I do backhanded compliments, right? So here's my backhanded compliment.
So I wish you wouldn't do it.
It's such a cool song, but like that's the best like drum beat you could come up with, really. Like
I like the drum beat.
It. Okay, all right.
I think the drum beat is perfect for this song because it has that. It's
not even a good disco beat though. Like
it's a good. No, it's
like
solid.
Your boys at Korn did it better. Like you can do a good disco beat, but that's not even a good disco beat. It's like you're half-assing a cool disco beat over a cool song.
Well, it's not. It's tempo wise, it's a lot slower than a normal disco kind of beat. And not only that, it has like the way the song kind of like still kind of has that trudging. It still kind of trudges along, even though it has that happier kind of beat to it. I think it's fantastic. I think it's the perfect contrast to the rest of the song. I think it's great. I think it's absolutely great. I love that beat. No, it's not. It's stupid.
It's a stupid beat. Yes, I agree.
Shut up.
Just like
and also the chorus is pretty damn catchy too.
I like the way Matt sings on this one. I like his vocals here. It's very whiny, but it's a nice like contrast to how like aggro the instrumentals are. Everything's so fucking aggressive and guttural and deep. And he's overly whiny, and I like his whiny voice. I just like his singing.
I do too. Also, kind of going back to that intro too. It's when the guitar's kind of doing that. I don't want to call it a swell because it's not a swell. But yeah, just the way that Dominic is just hitting those drums so fucking hard. He's just hitting those floor toms, the snare, the floor toms, the snare. It's just a really solid buildup. I think it's incredible. This song is so good. But you disagree, obviously.
Because I want it now. Because I want it now.
That's very Angels and Airwaves sounding.
Yes. It's very whiny Tom.
Very, very wooden toe sounding.
Oh, it's so good, though. It's pretty good. This is good. This is my 2B. I like this song.
I know, it's a great song. It's a great fucking song.
I don't know, I don't fucking like this song. I like this song.
Well, because, I mean, you don't like Stockholm Syndrome because you're stupid.
Well,
I don't know.
I've blinked it. I don't like it, but that's fine.
The Blink song version is better. I agree. You know, funnily enough, both of those songs came out the same year. They both came out in 2003. The Blink and Muse. Fun little fact there, right?
I also don't. I like the Stockholm Syndrome like concept. I know, like we can talk about recency bias, but we forgot the whole
to bring that
Stockholm
up.
Syndrome concept is just like, oh, it's so done, right? Oh, it's so overplayed.
Yeah, I guess. Who doesn't? But the way people like romanticize it is kind of annoying too.
Like Stockholm Syndrome?
Yeah, they romanticize
the song or just the concept?
The concept.
Yeah, which is actually really fucked up and weird and
it is
psychotic too.
It is. But I mean, when you're writing a song and then titling it Stockholm Syndrome, it adds to that romanticization.
Romanticization? I don't know.
Is that a word? I don't know. I think it is.
It just seems very Hot Topic. Like, yeah, it's a low-hanging Hot Topic fruit is what it is.
Yeah, that's true. But this is 2003.
Yeah.
You know?
So that's why I have my non-recency bias goes on, so that's fine.
Okay, so this is the third time you've said it so far. Let's get into that. That's being added to our no list. Recency bias.
Recency bias.
And you hate this one.
Can't stand it.
Explain why.
Can't stand it. Because
and
it's when people I've noticed it listening to a lot of podcasts and hearing people come into the store and just around town during the December after Christmas, the year-end lists, and people saying, "Oh, this was the best record that came out this year. It's groundbreaking." Like, oh, that's just recency bias. That's just recency bias. And what that is just what it says, right? Like, you like something so much because it just came out. It's fresh, but you don't know its impact for future generations. So therefore, you're ranking it higher than it would normally be in 20 years from now. Like, no fucking shit, dude. That's called fucking just like being a normal human being. Of course you rank things higher when they first come out. How the fuck would you know the future? If you knew the fucking future, you'd go to Vegas and win a bunch of money. Recency bias. Get the fuck out of here. That's just somebody's way of like demeaning your opinions and what you want because they have no like better rebuttal.
Or you can also call it
bias.
like the honeymoon phase. It's the same thing as saying the honeymoon phase of anything.
My marriage is recency bias. Like, oh, fucking size. You know what I mean? It's so stupid.
I know.
It's
I
so
agree.
Stupid.
Until you mentioned it today, I had never heard that before. You're the first person that's brought that up, or I've heard say that.
I'm gonna have to like fucking call somebody out next time I hear it at my store. I have to. I can't not sit back and just let it go. I just can't do it. I won't.
Well, it's like earlier when I was telling you before the podcast, whenever somebody says it is what it is, I instantly zone out and all I think about is them saying it is what it is. Or really anything on the no list.
What does it even fucking, it is what it is. What does it even fucking mean? Like, if you don't want to talk anymore, just I'm done, dude. I don't want to talk.
And usually the people who say it is what it is keep going. It's usually never like a conversation ender. It's just them repeating themselves and talking about it over and over again. And then they'll end it with it is what it is. And they keep going. It's just, it's so annoying.
Dude, recency bias gets me. It gets me hard.
That one's pretty bad too.
And then even my favorite podcast, one of the people on the favorite podcast I listen to, she kept saying it over and over. And I was like, dude, you I might unsubscribe. You better cool it.
You should email them. So you guys got to stop.
I'm going to. You're right. I should.
And then notice like in the next month how little they say it after that.
Because it's dumb.
It
like
is.
even it is what it is. Serves a purpose. Like it serves a purpose. Like that purpose there is to end a conversation that you feel is just circular. That's not going anywhere. Let's just end it. But like you're too chicken shit to say that. You know what, dude? We're just going fucking circles. I'm done. We'll do a different day. Pick it up. Like just say that. But like you say, oh, it is what it is, because you fucking chicken shit and are stupid to say anything else. So whatever. Recency bias serves no purpose whatsoever.
Oh man,
That's
I
like
really,
those motherfuckers that like seriously say, like oh, I lost my goggles. Like it's always in the last place you look for it, or whatever the fuck they say.
Oh, dude,
What do they say?
Oh, yeah, what it's.
It's always in the last place you look. It's like, oh, you fucking piece of shit.
I know.
But like when like dads and grandpas do it, it's funny, right? But like when someone does it because like they think they're getting one over on you, like you go to hell.
They think they're being helpful, but they're really not. They're just being fucking obnoxious.
No fucker, idiot. Of course, in the last place I fucking look, and I'm done looking after I find it.
Damn, you're pissed.
All right, dude, I can't stand it. Can't stand you.
Can't stand you.
Anyway,
all right. 0-2.
I still have at least one more B to get through.
Yeah. What's your next B?
My last B.
God, you're so dumb.
There's only 3. There's objectively only 3 here, and that's
you're so
what do you think
stupid.
it is? What do you think it is?
At this point I don't know,
Say
because
yes.
this is stupid.
Let's do it.
Let's say fucking Apocalypse, please.
Oh, look at that kid! Look at that.
Is it okay? That's my 3B as well.
Good. And I like the intro. I do. So let's talk about the intro, because the intro's fucking dope.
Pounding that piano.
It's
so good.
But the intro's like literally just like marching noise, right? And it's like the whole like Sieg Heil thing, presumably to set the tone of the record. That's cool. And it stays in line with the idea of like an overarching like doom focus. But like I thought we were kind of left wondering if we, like the listener, are part of that march and we're marching to our doom. It's like, all right, like kind of like a tongue in cheek, let's go march to our fucking death, because we fuck this planet and we fuck everybody, so we're gonna kill ourselves. Or if we, the listener, are witnessing like our own doom, and like as a doom marches closer to us because we don't do anything about it. So I thought that was cool. Already right off the bat, like conceptually, I thought we're doing a good job with just noise, and that's awesome.
I like that. I do like that a lot. I like it. Does have that feel for sure.
And then it bled right into Apocalypse, and like incorporating the march into the piano beat. Like, dude, that is so cool.
Yeah,
that is rad.
It's very good.
I love that. I like how heavy this is. I like how deep that beat goes. Everyone gets in on it. Everyone's doing something a little bit different. Good layering, good texture. Matt's vocals match the aesthetic well here. He's over the top as usual.
Yeah, there's a lot of vibrato
the music
here.
Is slow and anthemic to match. Like that's what we're going with. Everything's got a cool, airy feel to it, and so his vibrato stuff is fine. That
also the guitar playing that, like, I don't want to say that arpeggio thing he's doing, that doodling. I don't even know what he's doing. What is that, a guitar or is that like a synth? I've never really been able to figure it out.
I think this band does that thing a lot. I think they have like a cool riff, and if you don't hear Chris on the bass doing the riff, then it's Matt doing piano or synth and the guitar. I think it's always layered.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Unless it's like over the top, like that, like you will take the life, where it's clearly just like the piano thing hitting the one notes.
Yeah, the one note. Yeah,
if it's not like obvious, I think it's layered, and I like that. I think that's cool.
But I still think in the end, I think it's his guitar, but I think it's run through some effect, but I don't know what it is. But I really like it. And then he just kind of has this kind of like ethereal singing part over it as well. Like it's. God, dude, this song is really good, and like you said, the layering in it is top notch, and I'm surprised you like it. This is like a slower song, and the Matt's vibrato and kind of the how over the top and grand it is. I can't believe this is even a banger for you.
Because there's 2 different versions of Matt being annoying. There's the version of Matt being annoying where the band wrote a cool song, and then Matt decided just to like Billy Corgan it and say like, I'm gonna do whatever the fuck I want over it, and then be annoying about it. And then there's a version of Matt where like he's annoying as fuck, but the band wrote like a song around it, and so they did a better job.
Why do you have to throw Billy Corgan into this? Come on,
because Billy Corgan can be very, very annoying.
But he's so good.
He's so good. Matt can be very, very fucking annoying, but
he's so goddamn good.
He can be good, yes.
Okay, all right, Apocalypse, please. What do you have lyrically on this one?
This is like their calls to arms, right? We need to change rails. Just very, very run of the mill shit here.
Yeah,
it's a cool run on from the intro, and I like that we're again setting up the theme here. But like if you're listening to this front to back, you hear the intro and like, oh, this is a cool theme that we're doing here. This is a cool kind of like concept we're getting into. And like the more the album goes through, the more you realize like, oh, this is kind of a basic concept and you guys barely achieve that overarching like story, that thematic experience anyway. Okay, it's fine.
You gotta throw in something
It's
negative,
fine.
huh? Every goddamn time, man.
Because
you
this
just
band
never
is
have a good
not
time.
great. This band is good, but they're not great.
It's like you go out of your way to find something negative about this band.
There's a lot of negative. I fucking like 3 stinkers.
I know,
should've
it's
had more.
stupid.
Lucky I didn't have more. You're welcome.
No, I'm lucky. Okay.
You're welcome.
Stupid idiot. All right, Apocalypse, please. I can't even argue with you on this because it's just you're exhausting. You've beaten me down. You've beaten me down.
Forget about game. I only speak the truth. Or speak the truth, I guess.
Oh man. All right, so you have no other bangers then, right?
No, not even fucking
You
close.
idiot. What about Thoughts of a Dying Atheist? That doesn't sit anywhere for you. Why?
No. Because I don't think it's a great song. First of all,
Dude, it's an incredible song.
it's between Endlessly, which is a stinker through and through, and then Ruled by Secrecy, which by Ruled by Secrecy is just like, dude, we're just fucking done. Put me out of my misery, okay? So Thoughts of a Dying Atheist, it's fine, but nah.
This is like a throwback to the first part of the record. It's a little bit faster. It's a little bit more upbeat. It's actually a really straightforward song with the guitars. Like it's not super layered. It's just a good, I don't want to say punk song, but just rock song in general. And that chorus is big and kind of soaring. And he does some like weird thing like with his voice toward the end of the chorus. I'm not even going to try to sing it.
He's just going like,
but like the yeahs, it's so good. It's so fucking good. Oh, I love that chorus. The chorus is so catchy.
It's a cool like indie song, right? The little beginning part is pretty catchy, and I don't know, it's a fine indie song.
Just like all the distorted like single notes that he plays through like the intro and the verses and everything. He's not playing like full on chords. He's hitting the single notes, but they're so distorted that it just gives it this big sound, and it's just cool, man. It's super fucking cool. He doesn't have to do any power chords, bar chords, nothing like that. It's just the single notes, the distorted single notes. It's solid shit.
It's fine.
That bridge is pretty good too. Come on. Some cool little guitar leads in there. It's kind of a little bit wild. You're crazy. Get out of here.
Dude, there's just so many bands
outta
that
here
like
with this,
I
man.
just don't even care about this band whatsoever.
You know, sometimes when we do a podcast where I really love the record and you hate it or you have a lot of negative things to say about it, it kind of skews my opinion on the record for a while. But this is one of those moments where that is not the case. Like all the shit that you're saying,
nuts,
I'm not
dude.
even taking it in. I can't even take it into account because I like wholeheartedly disagree with you on a lot of this shit. Like the stuff that you said about Deftones, like when we did Deftones, like I was like, okay, I get what you're saying, and it's not that it
That's
ruined
not
it
just
for me.
me. That's like a well-known like gripe about Deftones is that like what I say is why a lot of people don't like Deftones.
I get it. Yeah. And my point is that like, yeah, it didn't ruin it, but it just made me look at it a little bit differently for a long time. But with Muse, I don't get that feeling. Like I completely disagree with you. Like I have
Also
no
that,
understanding
dude,
of what you're saying.
That's close to the no list too. When people just say I can't even, and then that's it.
Well, I don't say that. Did I say that?
No, you were frustrated, so you said it. So that's okay. But when people say I can't even, and then
I know
cut it off,
I hate that too.
That's close.
I hate that too. But I didn't end the sentence with I can't even.
No, I get. That's why I said.
So I didn't. So don't accuse me of saying that one.
I didn't accuse you of saying. I was just saying
because it's already on.
Think about adding that.
I think it's already on the no list, isn't it?
I have the list exited.
I think it is, but
like I've given you like several points as to why Muse is just not like my cup of tea, mostly because of Bellamy. Blimey, Bellamy! And I used to love American Idol because I like watching people like achieve their dreams and becoming great. But it's like every fucking singer on American Idol has that vibrato effect, and when everybody does it, then it just becomes obnoxious. And it's like some of the coolest singers, some of the singers that I look up to the most, don't do that. Like you don't need to do that to be a great singer. So like when did that happen to where like every fucking person tries to do that. And you go to every karaoke bar now, every Tom, Dick, and Harry's doing it. And it's like, what are you doing, dude? Just be fucking normal.
I totally agree. I agree with you on that, but Matt's voice is different than that. Like he does not.
It's not. He has the most
vibrato's
generic fucking voice possible.
No, the vibrato's there, but it's not. It's not the American Idol kind of vibrato thing. I know exactly what you're talking about, but it's not that. It's really not that. There's more intensity to his voice. Also, the fact that he writes the songs and he plays guitar simultaneously while he sings, it adds so much more depth to his vocals.
He just goes, that's all he fucking does.
Oh my God.
I could do that.
Well, yeah, you just did it, and it was something.
I get guitar right behind me. I'll fucking play the guitar and go. Like, dude, you're not. I'm not watching Pavarotti here. Like, calm the fuck down. What are you doing?
Also, talking about people who are kind of obnoxious singers, I'm going to say it. Tom York, he's kind of obnoxious too.
Well, you're setting up, right? Remember I mentioned earlier the volleyball thing. You're setting up. You're setting up for next week. I like it. Okay.
But it's true though. Like Tom York's vocals, they're fine, but they are kind of obnoxious. That's they really are.
For a different day.
Like musically, I think they do some amazing shit.
Musically, get it?
Yeah, that's a joke. But vocally, yeah, Tom York sometimes is just annoying.
Okay.
Anyway.
Those are opinions.
I mean, the only other song I would have wanted to talk about was The Small Print, but I'm exhausted. You've tried to break me down. You've almost gotten there. I don't know. A couple of things I want to talk about though, about the band and this record in general. So something I didn't know until this week, the band's original, the band formed in 1994 and the original two names of the band were, first it was Carnage Mayhem. And then they changed the band name to Gothic Plague.
Yeah, it's stupid.
And then they changed it to Muse.
Dude, but Carnage Mayhem is amazing.
Carnage, yeah, no, that's a great name. But even Gothic Plague, that's so over the top, stupid and cheesy that it's good. I love it. But of course, those two names are never going to get you any sort of acclaim. You know, you're never going to get signed to a major label with those fucking names.
Yeah.
Especially playing this kind of music. Come on, it's not going to happen.
It's also interesting that all three of the bands that we're doing pretty much have like the same fucking members through and through from beginning to end.
That's true. Yeah.
And I don't know why, but it just bothers me. It just fucking irritates me.
Well, like we even made that point last week when we did Coldplay. We're like, normally we would think it's so cool when a band has the same members through their whole career, like Rammstein. But it's really stupid with Coldplay, and now you're saying it's really stupid with Muse because for some reason you pretend to not like Muse, so you think it's stupid. But then you think it's super cool with Radiohead because you love that.
No, it fucking irritates me. The Radiohead too. Like it just fucking bothers me. Radiohead only had like one other fucking member in their band. It was just like a drummer later on in their career, and it's just it bothers me.
Really, I really thought they had the same members up until now.
I mean, they had like
they switched drummers.
I mean, they didn't like switch drummers. It was just. They had somebody else come on.
Oh, okay. All right. What else? Another thing. One last thing I want to talk about this record, and then we could do the wrap up and then rate the record. But the artwork was done by Storm Thurgeson. He also did the Black Holes and Revelations record. He has really cool pieces of artwork. He has really cool artwork. He's done several of the Mars Volta records.
He's just one half of Hypnosis. Like he's just
Pink Floyd stuff. I mean, his art is so fucking cool. And dude, how do they pull this guy? They pull this guy for two of their records, especially this one.
Look at what this guy's
such
done,
like an obscure record.
This guy just fucking does anything for money. He doesn't give a shit. And like honestly, he's not bad, but everything he does kind of has like the same concept to it, and it's I get it. I get if you see what it is, like you know it's him.
You know it's Storm, yeah.
Yeah.
But you can't quite put your finger on what it is that makes it recognizable, but you know that it's probably him. But it's cool. I like that a lot. But so I take it you would not get this record on vinyl.
No, fuck no.
No. I do have this on vinyl. I do have this one on
God.
vinyl. I actually got this from that Finders Keepers Records that used to be in Palm Desert.
Oh yeah, was it used or no?
It was used. Yeah, I got this used.
Nice. Used Muse, cool.
Yeah, used Muse. But yeah, so let's give our final thoughts on this record and then rate the record based off of our world famous 3-point rating system, where 3 is a perfect album, 2 is a good album you're going to continue to listen to, 1 is a bad album, give it a shot, and 0 is the worst thing you've ever heard. So what do you got? Go.
I just want to bring up the artwork too. I like the artwork. I like that ambiguity and whether or not, like that painting that like you see the people in the top hats and the umbrellas. Are they going up? Are they coming down? That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
I dig that. I've always felt like the artwork too looked very metallic. Like, you know, those metallic sheets, the flooring that you walk over and there's the cross hatches. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
I don't even know where you would place it. Maybe like a roller coaster as you're boarding.
Yeah.
It's like sheet metal,
exactly,
but like they're stamped metallic. Yeah, that's what I've always looked at it as. And I thought it was kind of cool. I don't know. I like the artwork to this a lot. So bringing it back to Storm.
Me too.
Dude did a good job. Anyway. Dude, this album is not that great. It's just not. Muse does better stuff. They do a lot better stuff. They do this sound better on other albums. This is just like the first time they really stepped out of their kind of like strictly spacey, kind of Modest Mousey art rock thing and got really heavily aggressive and like, hey, let's layer everything. Like whenever we get some sound, let's fucking add 2-3 more layers to it. But let's play it live first, see how it sounds. And I get it. It's cute. It's fine. And this is really the beginning of the end for Matt. Like this is just, there's no limit. There was no limit. The limit does not exist with Matt and his annoyingness. It's straight out of Mean Girls. The limit does not exist. So I don't know.
Right.
I can't listen to this record front to back again. I never will. Absolutely. Absolution. 3 bangers. Oh man.
What are you gonna rate this? Something stupid, obviously.
This is not a 2. Fuck no, it's not a 2. No way, shape, or form is it a 2. But is it a sub 1? No, it's not a sub 1. You should definitely listen to it. I would throw it on and just skip songs here and there. So I
love teasing this one, huh?
I probably do. I'm going to be nice. I'm going to be generous. I'm going to be nice. I'm going to do 1.5.
Whatever. Okay. I mean, you're completely fucking wrong.
I almost did a 1.25. Like, honestly, I almost did. But I'm being generous today. I'm feeling good. I'm going to get some beers in me. I'm doing 1.5.
All right. And so
welcome.
that means that, we're going to do Muse in the future. We can do some of the early Muse, do Origin of Symmetry, do Black Holes sometime in the future. I'm totally down for this.
Yeah. No, the Muse is still on the chopping block here because we can still cut it or do it again.
Yeah. Yeah. It's not like Coldplay where we're never going to do that again.
I agree. I will never do Coldplay again.
All right, this record, I think it's a fantastic record. I think the sequencing, I think the dynamics of this record is fantastic. The production is amazing. I agree. Some of the songs are,
Stinkers.
a standalone. They're good, but they're not like perfect songs. But with the heavy hitters, they do hit really hard. Stockholm Syndrome. You're stupid for thinking otherwise. You're really stupid for that.
It's okay. It's fine.
Well, that's enough. Time is Running Out, another absolute banger. Stare, all those fucking songs. Yeah, like I said too, I was a little disappointed with the lyrics, but otherwise the music all makes up for it. I've liked Muse since they came out. I've been following their career ever since. I think they just put out some absolute fucking banger of songs. But yeah, with that, I'm gonna give this record a 2.5. Far from perfect, but I mean a solid listen through. And I've listened to this record, I can't even tell you how many times. I have this on vinyl, like I said. I think it's just an incredible record.
If you can list how many times you listen to this record on more than one hand, it's too much. And that's exactly how many times I've listened to this record, and the exact amount of times I will ever listen to this record.
Until we do it again on the pod. Or
until we do it again on the pod, then we'll have to be forced to listen to it at least one more time.
And then what'll happen is you're going to make it like your number 1 or 2.
That would be funny.
I think, well, I was stupid. I'm stupid. I'm going to say, yeah, you were really fucking stupid. And I was right.
That sounds like something I would say. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, that's why I fucking said it. Oh, shit. Man, this is a short episode too. I think this is like we're a little over an hour. But whatever, next week I know we're gonna make up for that for sure.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a long one. But yeah, thank you all for listening. Go to Spotify, Apple Podcasts, give us 5 stars, tell your friends, and that's it. That's all. Come here, Bobby. They definitely have duds. They really do.
I got duds on this album.
Shut up.
That's just a rebuttal. Shut up. Because I want it now. Because I want it now.
That's very Angels and Airwaves sound.
It is. It's very whiny Tom.